And yes, I've been crying.
Why?
But let's give a date an update.
Right,
No,
dating
I'm
as a
not
single man.
actually out there dating. I'm
Oh,
not.
because
And
of
this is the thing, this
kids.
is why this dating update is just so unnecessary because I'm not out there trying to date.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Before we check out today's video, remember to hit that subscribe button, guys. When we get to that 1,000 subscriber mark, I'd really appreciate your sub today. Remember to leave a like, comment on the video if you enjoyed it. Let's check out today's video.
And yes, I've been crying.
Why?
But let's give a date an update.
Right,
No,
dating
I'm
as a
not
single man.
actually out there dating. I'm
Oh,
not.
because
And
of
this is the thing, this
kids.
is why this dating update is just so unnecessary because I'm not out there trying to date. Anyways, I met someone. I met someone when I was out one time.
Okay.
And the guy was really nice, really wholesome. The interaction was beautiful. I thought, okay, why not? Why not give him my number? We were talking for a couple days, right? Not even a week we've been talking. And just received a message. So everything was going good, guys.
Okay.
Consistent messaging.
Oh, so this is under a week.
Like, not that I was getting carried away, but I just thought, wow, like this is just fallen in my lap. Like I didn't go out there looking for it, and he's just turned up. Maybe this could be something.
What do you say?
Let's read the message, shall we? Okay.
Go on.
He said, "Hey Natalie, I want to be open and upfront with you because you deserve that without a doubt. I really enjoyed speaking to you even in this short time. When we first met, you did tell me about having kids," which I always do that, ladies.
Oh, okay.
"Don't
So
get
he
me
knew.
wrong, I don't regret my decision in taking your number because I've enjoyed getting to know you." As I'm reading this, I'm like, oh, I know where this is going. I know where it's going.
Yeah.
I know you mentioned that you were ready to settle down and find love again. Although the kids is of course a big factor to consider, I think in my head that maybe I would ease to that thought the more I got to know you, but I'm not sure it completely has.
Right.
Despite the fact I think we have a lot in common, you're an amazing person, attractive, driven, funny. He's not wrong, ladies. That I just wouldn't want to be wasting your time and potentially blocking your blessing. We love a self-aware man. Now, I'll be real. As you can see, my eyes are a bit puffy. I cried. Right? And it wasn't because I had any feelings towards him. I barely know.
Yes, you did.
But just being rejected because of your children, it stings. It stings because it's not something you can say, oh, do you know what? I can just work on that.
Work on it.
Or I can change that. I can improve that. No, my kids are here. They ain't going nowhere. So it's like, oh, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? But I'm trying my best not to internalize it because equally, I've met so many men that don't care that I've got kids. I've got to show the highs and lows of dating as a single parent.
Okay.
At the moment, it's low, but we're believing it's going to get high. We're believing the right person will come.
Interesting.
Let's leave it there, guys.
Okay, so the more she spoke, the more she revealed little nuggets that made me think, what? Okay, interesting. But let's address the guy. They've only been speaking for a week, so I personally think he did the right thing. I think what's happened is that he found her really attractive. And when he realized she had kids, he thought to himself, as we do, guys, we do that sometimes when a woman is really attractive. When a woman is really beautiful or like you just click, you start thinking that's okay. Both sexes do it all the time. Like you're willing to like just overlook things. But it seems that he's been having it pestering. I'm not saying that's what's happened, but I'm just, from my mind as a guy, it sounds like he's seen her, he likes her, he thinks she's really attractive and he's clicking with her. He finds her funny, hilarious, and he loves spending time with her, but then he just has this lingering, but she's got kids, but she's got kids, but she's got kids, which is a big issue. I don't know whether this lady knows that it's a big deal. It is a big deal, especially a single person, a single man who doesn't have his own kids. Going with another woman who already has kids is like a big deal. It happens, and it used to happen like back in the day. It doesn't happen a lot these days because I think certain women have ruined it for women. Certain women have come out and basically said demands and demands and demands, and men have been like, wait, we've been doing this all this time. And a lot of times men do it to help, if that makes sense. It's like the hero that comes to save the day. And then once you place the demand on him, once you made it like mandatory, like some women are out here going, you're not a real man if you don't like date a woman with kids. So it's become that thing where men are like, oh, really? So now we have to do that? That's one of the reasons why I think it doesn't happen a lot more now. But back in the day, some men saw it as a duty. Like they would look at the woman, they see the kids are fatherless. The hero within them triggers. You know what I mean? Men love to save the day. Men love to solve issues. So the hero within us kicks in and then we just go, okay, I'm gonna take this. But this lady needs to know it is a massive deal. Regardless of back in the day or now, it is one of the biggest sacrifices for a man to make because you're now going with someone who already has kids and the kids are not yours. They belong to another man and it means you'll be taking on the baggage of that other man. And vice versa. If you're a woman who's going with a guy who already has kids, you'll be taking on the baggage of the baby mama. So it is a massive deal. I don't know if she understands that it's a big deal. Having said that, though, taking away the demanding aspect of women in this area, I think it is noble for men who choose, and remember the word being choose, it is a noble thing to do if a man chooses to enter a lady's life who already has kids, especially when it's not just one kid, it's like multiple kids. It is one of the noblest things to do. It's not something you can tell people you have to do, right? It's just something you just do because sometimes God has a calling on one of the children's lives and the man just feels called. He just feels like this, I'm drawn to this woman and I'm drawn to this kid. This kid has a bigger assignment to do in the world. So sometimes it just happens like that. But I commend the guy for thinking about what the sacrifices he would need to make. Probably he thought about all the things that can come with it and he just decided, no, I'm going to be wasting the time because this is going to bug me and I'm not going to be able to get over it. So he just ended it. That is the best way to do a lot of these things. And here's the thing. We can't blame the lady because you have no idea why she is a single mom. Of course, most men would immediately think she didn't do things right when she was younger and maybe she slept around and got kids, whatever. But it's possible that she was married and got divorced and she's got the kids. It's possible. So you can't really judge how the kids came to be. Regardless, having said that, here's what I think people should do. And I think a lot of men will probably agree with me here. If you already have kids, you can't think to yourself, oh, I want a single person. I think that's just ludicrous for me. And when I say a single person, I mean somebody who's like new to the dating market, doesn't have any children, is what I'm basically trying to say. That's ludicrous. I think normally what should happen, in my opinion, is that you have somebody who is in the same position as you. So maybe you've been married, you've been divorced before, you got kids and you've got kids, get together and have like a mixed family. You're on the same playing field, if that makes sense. Going after someone as a lady who has 2-3 children, going after a guy who doesn't have any children, like you're asking a lot of that guy. And when she was talking, saying about, oh, you know, I can't change this, this is not something I can work on, it made me think as if she didn't know the gravity of what it means to have children and be in the dating market. And like I said, again, it might not be her fault. Some guy may have done her wrong, and unfortunately here she is. But another guy taking on that burden, it is a big deal. So you have to like drop your yeah, drop the scales a bit and go for men who already have children. Maybe men who have been divorced as well. I feel for this lady, and I'm sure there's many women like that out there. I personally believe in God giving us second chances, even if it was like the worst type of backstory where she was really like a 3 or 4 and she slept around and did all sorts of nonsense and then ended up with 2-3 kids. As long as the person has changed, as long as the person in hindsight looks back and go, that was 3 or 4 behavior, that was really bad, and I'm a new person and I don't want to do that anymore, God can give that person a second chance. That's my opinion. A guy can walk into your life and literally, like I said before, be the hero to your story. It can happen. But my issue is just the demand. Men have been doing certain things and then you now decide, oh, are you supposed to do that? Men are not going to do it. I'm like that in my marriage. I do things for my wife like just because. And as soon as my wife says, well, you supposed to do that, I stop doing it. Like, that's how men are. So when women said, you're supposed to pay for the day, or you're supposed to do that, you're supposed to do that, men was like, oh, sorry, we're not doing it anymore. So that's literally how men are. If women stop doing this thing where they just tell men, you're gay if you don't date baby mamas, you're not a man if you don't date women with children. If you stop doing all of that, there are men who are willing to take on those burdens. In fact, guys, I'll go a step further. I've been talking to people a lot about like this relationship things. There are people in this world who do not want kids, which we've spoken about in this channel. We've spoken about it. Though I don't agree with it, but there are people out there who don't want children. women who don't want children. Those women, however, are willing to pair up with a man who already has kids. Maybe a man who has custody of these kids. And they're willing to like look after somebody else's children, but they just don't want to have their own kids. There are so many types of people in this world. And if you want to find love, you can find love. As long as you're not this demanding person, somebody will be out there that you can find love with. But yeah, there are men also who don't want to have their own children. You'll be hard pressed to find them, but there are men out there who are just like, I don't want kids of my own. But they'll be willing to meet a lady who already has children and step in and love the women and love their children. They are minority, in my opinion. They're not like the majority, but they exist. And I saw a lot of that when I was a kid, where men just entered a woman's life as stepdads and just looked after the children. It's not something I would do, because I've always wanted my own children, but there are men out there who do it. So just be aware of that. It is not impossible for people with children to find love. It's not impossible. But don't be this demanding women like, oh, I deserve the best and I deserve... Then you're not going to get anything. Anyway, guys, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. What did you think of this video? What did you think of the lady? What did you think of the topic of women with children trying to find love or trying to enter the dating market again? What do you think of the thing with women who are just like, oh, if men don't date women with children, then they're not real men? I would really like to know what you think of that in the comments below. I appreciate you guys watching my video. I'll see you in the next one.